Guys, welcome back for our third segment of this Tabata series. Last but not least, we're going to work the core. We'll be working for about 25 minutes. So let's head to the mat and get started. All you'll need, guys, for this one will be your mat. We're working 2 exercises at a time. Keep in mind, we'll be working for about 20 seconds pretty intensely. We'll rest for 10 seconds, and then we'll do a different exercise. We'll flip-flop back and forth between those 2 for 4 rounds. So we'll get to every exercise 4 times, and we'll do a total of 10 exercises today. So first exercise that we're going to do is bird dog, and we'll be on our hands and knees for this. Okay, we're drawing the belly up and in, and this is going to be a nice warm-up. We're reaching opposite arm and leg, so it'll be right arm forward, left leg back, and you want to try to keep your belly engaged the whole time, keep the hips stable so they're side by side. Okay, so we're going to start there. Second exercise, we're going to do very yoga inspired. For these first 2, we're going to do a vinyasa. Okay, so a vinyasa, I would have you start in a plank, or you can take a kneeling plank. But from plank, we're going to downward facing dog. We'll return to plank. We'll slowly lower down. You'll let your back arch to lift, and then you'll come up and back to a downward facing dog. Okay, kneeling version will be right here. Little lift, press up, lift up. Okay, and we're gonna flow through these pretty slow. This is our warm-up. But once we get going, we're kind of just going. So without further ado, get onto your hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to start with that bird dog in 3, 2, and 1. So we're reaching right leg back, left arm forward, and then we set down. And we're not trying to reach high, we're just trying to reach long and strong. Okay, so really just shooting for parallel with the floor. And let's pause there. We're going to set up. Find your plank position, either kneeling or up on those toes. Then we'll start lifting up and back to downward facing dog. Come back forward to your plank. Knees lifted or lowered. Come all the way down. Press into an up dog or baby cobra, and then send the hips up and back. We'll do a couple rounds of these. Probably only make it through, like twice. Okay? And let's come back onto our hands and knees right here. Okay? Neutralize your neck and reach opposites. So long spine, hips square to the mat so they're staying side by side. One doesn't lift higher than the other in this movement. We're drawing the belly in on purpose. And we'll relax right there. Okay, let's get ready. We're heading to that plank position next. Okay, so from plank, we lift to downward facing dog, come forward to strong plank. We lower slowly. We'll take a little back bend and then lift up and back. One more time, nice and controlled. We'll come forward, down, nice controlled, lift up, hit your down dog. All right. So we're gonna add a little crunch to our bird dog this time. We'll stay on one side. Reach your right leg back, your left arm forward, pull the elbow and knee together, staying on this side, reach back out long. You're gonna draw the elbow and knee towards one another and reach long. And see if you can keep your back fairly long and straight on this, so we're not curving a whole lot. And release. We'll get the other side next time. Okay? So let's go back up to that plank. Nice controlled lift to downward facing dog. Move forward, find that strong plank. Lower slowly, find up dog or a cobra. Lift up and back. We'll do one more time. Forward with control. Down slowly. Back bend. And we lift. Okay, guys, set up on all fours again. We're gonna do the other side this time, so it'll be left leg back, right arm reaching forward. So we'll reach long, bring elbow and knee towards one another, and then back out to long. Tuck in and reach. Tuck and reach.
3, 2.
Last one, and release down. All right, guys, last time here. Let's start, meet up in that downward facing dog.
3, 2, 1.
And come forward, hold your plank this time. Draw the belly in, hands right under your shoulders. You can set those knees down if you need to. Neutralize your neck and breathe. We're just holding. Just holding. Strong
3,
plank.
2, 1.
Lower down. Lift up. And you can sit back. Okay, guys, we are moving on. We're going to do a standing core exercise, kind of keeping with the yoga theme on this one. We're doing a standing triangle, okay, versus a kneeling triangle, which I'll also show as an option. So for this one, you're going to step long. You want to make sure that's going to slide. I'm going to set it over, okay? You want to be on a stable surface. Long step. So you've got really like 4 to 5 feet depending on your height, maybe a little less if you're shorter, okay? But it's a long step. That heel lines up with the arch of my back foot. My hips are open, okay? What I'm gonna do is come into a triangle. So I'm reaching long and then I'm gonna tilt. And you're gonna be tempted to set your hand down here and kind of dump your weight into that hand. But I want you to find that lean and then engage your belly, and we're gonna hold it without supporting with that hand. We'll do one side, we'll rotate the feet, and we'll do the other side. And I'm gonna give a couple different poses. If you'd prefer to kneel doing this, you would be on your mat, and here's where I would do it, okay? You'll have one leg extended. You'll lean away from that leg, so you'd be reaching right here, and you're gonna work your core down on the floor as well. Okay, both are very challenging. One's not necessarily easier than the other. So pick where you're headed, kneeling or standing, set your feet up, and I'm gonna talk you through it. Okay, so we're in that triangle, we'll reach, we'll find it. We've got a long spine, long arms, and get off that supporting arm, okay? You can stay right here. If you want it to be more challenging, I'm gonna have you reach that hand out towards the opposite wall, making kind of an L here, okay? Go right to the other side, so you're just gonna rotate either on your mat or rotate your feet from standing. Start to move out to your triangle, so you find it first. Stay open, get long, get light on that bottom arm, and then maybe take it out overhead. And we're breathing here, knitting the ribs together, holding strong, and breathe.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna do something very similar. Bring it back to the other side. We're gonna bend the front leg this time. So we're bending into that knee, okay? And we're starting in side angle with elbow down. Reaching the top arm over your head now. Extended side angle. Release your bottom arm to reach towards your screen. Okay, stay open. I want you looking up. Try not to rotate in towards the floor. And breathe. And breathe.
2.
Whew. We're up. Flip your legs around. So we're bending into that other leg. Back leg is straight. Okay. We'll start to come down right here and reach the top arm overhead. Okay. Get light into your bottom arm and reach it forward. Okay. Reaching right towards me. Staying with deep breaths. Pull your ribs together. Keep your gaze lifted.
3.
We just breathe.
1.
Whew. We're gonna go back to triangle, okay? So legs are straight again. We'll set it up the same way. Start to come into it, come down, reach up, spread your arms, okay? You can be here, taking that support away, or take both arms, reaching now overhead, okay? This is gonna be the most challenging we've done so far. And hold, stay open.
2.
Whew.
1.
We're up.
Rest.
Okay, rotate your feet. here. Let's head towards that triangle.
3,
Tilt,
2,
reach over, reach
Exercise 2.
over. So we've got long lines, long spine, staying open. Draw that top hip back. Rotate it back. Deep breath in and out. Pull it together through your center.
2,
Whew.
1.
And we're up. Guys, bring it extended side angle again, so we're turning back to the other side. Bend into that knee. Start setting up. We'll come down. Extended side angle, so we're reaching overhead.
Exercise 2.
Options here. Reach forward, or like we just did, match the arms overhead, so we're reaching long. And try to keep deep into your posture, okay? So we're bending into this front knee, long and strong through that back leg.
2, 1.
Whew.
Rest.
These are sneaky. We're gonna go to the other side last time, and then we move on. You'll want your mat back if you got rid of it. Okay, come into side angle first. Reach forward, maybe take both arms overhead. Stay open, rotate your top shoulder back, rotate that top hip back, and hold.
3, 2, 1.
And we're up. Okay, guys, so we're moving on. I'm gonna have you do core climbers. They look a lot like mountain climbers that we've done together before, but I want you to do them with more control, okay? So what I mean is you're going to, when you bring your knee forward, you're not just hopping right back, you're gonna bring it forward, pull it forward, and then we'll switch. So don't just move through it. I want you to get there, pull that knee up, 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 and then go back. Find it, really find it first. Second exercise, we're gonna be flipping onto our backs. So when we finish that core climber, just flip over, take a seat, follow along. So we're up in high plank and we're drawing those knees forward. If you don't want to be on your palms, guys, you can come down to your elbows and take knees kind of out to the side right here. That is certainly
3,
a challenge.
1.
We're coming onto our backs, okay? We're doing a reverse crunch here. This is a tiny, tiny motion.
3,
Try to just get your booty off that floor,
Exercise.
even if it's a little bit. Try not to swing your legs forward and back. I want you to just think about reaching your feet straight up towards that ceiling. Again, it's not
3,
gonna be a huge
1.
motion. You might get a couple inches off that floor. Let's flip it back over, guys. We're on our palms,
3,
pulling those knees right in between the elbows.
Exercise
Pull
3.
forward, find it, and then we switch. Make sure you're not holding your breath.
3, 2, 1.
And come onto your backs again. Okay, same deal. Get that little lift, 2 to 3 inches off the floor.
3,
Hands right here, nice and supported, and bring it up. Even if you don't even come off the floor, you're still going to be working, okay? So don't feel too defeated in this one.
Rest.
I think it would be pretty easy to feel that way. I don't ever really want to get up and high five anyone after that one, to be honest.
1.
Let's go onto our hands again, knees forward. Try to exhale. It's a quicker breath. Exhale when you bring your knee forward. Inhale when you're stepping back.
3, 2, 1.
Woo.
Rest.
Take it onto our backs. Reverse crunch, reverse crunch.
3, 2, 1.
And we're up.
Exercise 3.
You can cross your feet if you want to. It's really not right or wrong. I think I thought that sounded good this time for some reason. Okay. Again, oh, little lifts. Woo.
2,
And we're down. Okay, we're on our third round here, guys. This is our third Tabata out of 5, so almost over that hump. Let's go, knees forward. Try to neutralize your neck. Keep your booties out of the air, strong plank.
1. Rest.
Whew. We're on our backs, on our backs.
3, 2, 1.
Oh boy.
Exercise 3.
Tried to think of some stuff, guys, that I hadn't done in a while. If I haven't done it in a while, you haven't done it with me in a while. I can't remember why with this one. Man, it is a doozy.
2, 1.
Whew.
Rest.
All right, and we're up. We are moving on, guys. So we're gonna start on our stomachs for this next one. I like to be sure that we work the core all the way around. So including our lower back, our glutes, our hips, our obliques. Okay, there's a lot to that trunk than just your abs. So we're gonna start on our bellies, okay? And we're gonna go into a Superman or Superwoman first. So straight arms, straight legs lift, and you can hold here or you can add some swimming, okay? It's all a controlled movement. We'll talk about number 2 in a minute, in 20 seconds.
Exercise 4.
So lift up, and you can again just be holding strong here, staying with your breath, or you can add some swimming, okay? And just keep that neck neutral. You're gonna look
3,
at your mat.
1.
Guys, roll onto your right elbow. We're going side plank. Line up your elbow, hip, knee, okay?
3,
Extend your top leg
1.
and come into a side plank. We're gonna lower it down and up, oblique planks, okay? We'll get the other side next time. Lower down, up, down, up. I'll give options later on to make this more intense. If you already know ways, go ahead and take them if you want to. Okay, we're coming back onto our stomach, getting into the lower back again,
2, 1.
and we'll lift up right here. Okay, keep that neck neutral, no strain through the neck. If you're adding swimming, go ahead. Little flutter through the arms and the legs.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys, so we're going to side plank on the other side. Line up your elbow, your hip,
3,
your knee, okay? And then extend the top leg. We're lifting up and reach. We'll dip down through the hips, draw back up. Try to keep some space between your head, your face, and your shoulder so you're not getting crunchy through the neck.
2, 1. Rest.
All right, turn it back onto your belly. I'm gonna give the option next time for straight legs for that. You can always keep that bottom knee down as well.
1.
Okay,
Exercise
let's go
4.
back up and hold. If you're adding flutter, go ahead. You can also lower down. Exhale, try to lift up a tiny bit higher. Don't force it here. Okay, if you're forcing, then you're going too far. Just come up,
2,
find that point where you work, and that's enough. Okay, guys, if you want, you're going straight legs. We'd stack the feet this time, okay? And then we'll lift up with straight legs.
Exercise 4.
Okay, whether that knee's down or lifted, come back to those little hip oblique dips, okay? We're gonna feel this a lot in the shoulders. You're also working your obliques, that side waist.
3, 2,
Whew.
1.
All right, let's go to the other side. We'll end on the Superman. So flip over, we'll go right to the other side. We'll finish with our Superman last. Lift up, and let's go. Nice and controlled. Breathe through the movement. we're back on our bellies one more time for that lower back extension. Okay, little engagement through that lower back.
Exercise 4.
And lift. Feel free to add the swimmer if you're going there. Make sure you keep breathing. You can do that little lower down, little lift up. Take your version.
3, 2, 1.
All right. All right, guys, so we are moving on to our final Tabata. Okay, I saved the best for last. We're gonna do a can reach. I'm giving options. This one takes a little bit of coordination and it's pretty challenging. So can is going to be on your hands here, and then we're reaching across. However, we're gonna get our butts up off the floor, and then we reach, reach, reach. It's hard. I'm probably gonna fall, to be honest. Other options here, you can be down on your mat, taking a reach,
3,
seated. We're gonna pause.
1.
We're really still focusing a lot more on backside core. You can do one that we did in our other workout, moving between a bridge and then a crunch, okay? So you've got a couple options there, and then listen up for that second exercise, okay? So decide where you're headed. We're gonna get started in 3, in 2, and let's go, last Tabata.
Exercise 5.
Okay, so we're up and we're reaching, and if you can, try to keep those hips up off the floor. Whoo, there we go. There I go. Ooh. Starts out
3.
not too bad. It'll catch up.
Rest.
Whoo, made it. Guys, we're going to a boat pose. I want to start low boat pose. We've got our feet on the floor, knees bent, spine is long. Reach your arms
Exercise 5.
and start to tip back. We're keeping the spine long. I want you to hold it right here. Okay, just that spot where you're a little shaky. And now start to open your arms. Stay there and breathe, and breathe, and breathe. Ooh, get those heels back down.
2, 1.
And come up. Okay, that's gonna change along the way. Let's go back to our can or bridge crunch option.
1.
Okay, and
Exercise 5.
go. Ooh, we gotta reach that hand. Reach, reach. Whew.
Three, 2, 1.
Whew.
Rest.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start in the same place, okay? This will progress, so if it gets to be too much, stay back. So let's start back in that tip, and this time we'll take the arms wide and then reach them up overhead, okay? If that's too much, take the arms back forward or sit up a little bit, but whatever you do, keep that spine long
2, 1.
and relax. Guys, we're halfway through this Tabata. We're actually almost done with the workout, so let's get it. Last 2 rounds right here. Come to your can. Let's go.
Three,
Whew.
1.
Whew.
Rest.
Guys, option this time to come to a balance. You don't have to do it.
3.
If you do, stay on the cushy part of your butt.
Exercise 5.
Don't sit on your tailbone. We're taking it right here. Start with the arms forward. You can take them wide. You can take them overhead. Do what you gotta do. Spine stays long, okay? If you wanna play around with straightening
3,
your legs, you can, okay? We've got one more round, guys. Let's finish this out. Did a good job, okay? Back to that can, and
Exercise 5.
let's go. Final round. Whew.
3, 2, 1.
So we're setting up both the same way. We're gonna end with an option to reach long through the arms and long through the legs. That's where we're headed if you want it. Take what feels appropriate.
Exercise 5.
Okay, maybe you're balancing, maybe feet are down. We'll find that reach to the arms, re-lengthen your spine, straighten one leg, or maybe try straightening both. Try to get that spine long, and breathe, and breathe.
2,
Woo.
1. Rest.
Oh, goodness. And that's it. We made it, guys. So that was part 3 out of a series of 3. So part 1, we worked on our legs, our lower body. Part 2, we worked on our upper body and arms. And then, as you know, we just finished off real strong with our core. So be sure that you get a little cool down. Be sure that you get a little stretch. I recommend doing a few rounds of some cat and cow, and then maybe also some spinal twists. All right, guys, have an awesome day.
Exercise 6.
We're really done. And I will see you next time.